Success is very, very dangerous. Success is much more dangerous than failure. Failure makes you look at yourself. When I failed with my body and after my stroke, I had to look at my own limitations. Whereas success is like a drug. It's like a continual hit of Coke or whatever. Wow, I'm a god. People love me. Everything I say is wonderful. Everyone's going around thinking, God, you're so great, Robert. And slowly your feet raising lower, higher and higher off the ground. You lose contact with reality, and boom, you fall down because you don't realize that success often has a great degree of luck. You're discounting the luck involved. You're discounting the role of other people that helped you to get there. You think it's all about you, right? So you take actions that aren't calibrated to reality.
Sense of knowing, being honest with yourself. At first, it might be painful, and some people who've reviewed the book and on Amazon, they say it's kind of painful because it makes you confront things about yourself you don't want to necessarily confront. But I think not being honest with yourself in the end, being someone who feels envious, being passive-aggressive, you're not really happy. It's not really fulfilling. You're not really getting what you want. When you do passive-aggressive digs at people or you're manipulative like that, you might get something in the immediate present from it, but people are pissed off, you've made enemies, and it doesn't feel good to be acting in this way. So when you're kind of being a hypocrite and pretending that you're so superior and smarter and nicer, I feel you pay a price for that. I feel it causes secret depression. I feel it causes you to alienate people that you don't mean to alienate, so that you don't have as many friends.
And so I want to tell you, and that's what the point of mastery is, it will come to you. I don't care your education. I mean, in mastery, I interviewed a woman, Temple Grandin, who was born with high-level autism, and she is incredibly creative in her science, because she's a scientist. I don't care what your level of education or all of your problems in life or whatever. If you have the intense dedication over a 5-10 year period, creative ideas will come to you, I guarantee it, and it'll be it will transform you. It will be what Abraham Maslow called the peak experience. Once you have a peak experience, your life forever changes because you're constantly in search of having them over and over again. And you'll want to have that creative feeling again and again, and it will literally transform. You can have a position of power, but you yourself are not very powerful. So power is an inner quality. Power is a sense of control over your emotions, a sense of being able to see into the future and kind of devise plans for getting what you want, being strategic in life. It's kind of thinking ahead. It's a certain form of rationality. We find plenty of people in positions of power, and believe me, I've worked for them. I was on the board of directors of American Apparel, and the CEO was a very charismatic man, but he was all over the place. He had no control over himself. That is not power. So you can have status without power. You can have power without status, but eventually you will get the kind of position that you want in life. Creativity is not this kind of magic, this kind of silly little idea that we have where some people have it and some people don't. It's actually something very real, and it occurs for a very good reason. And neuroscientists who study the brain and who've studied highly creative people in chess, music, sports, you can be very creative in sports as well, have shown that certain things happen in the brain. Certain patterns occur where you reach a level where you have so much knowledge about something that ideas come to you out of nowhere. You're taking a shower and suddenly it comes to you what you need to do. You're taking a walk outside, you don't expect it, and suddenly that brilliant idea comes to you. And I have to tell the audience, I'm not creative on the level of a great artist or anything like that, but I have had moments of creativity, and they're the most wonderful moments of all.